feeling? All right, I know it's pretty hot out here, isn't it? Well, I think the first thing we should do is wish our dads a happy Father's Day. So instead of sleeping in and breakfast in bed and whatever it is that they, they would be doing if they weren't here, you guys have been up maybe since 5 in the morning. Did anyone have pancakes this morning for breakfast? Ooh, we had some pancakes. All right, guys, we have a lot of people to thank in this event, in addition to your dad. This was the 4th year we've done this event, and for 4 years we have had many of the same volunteers and many of the same coordinators. Some of them have kids in the event, and some of them don't. So there's been a lot of help behind the scenes that has made this event work. The first thing I want to do is thank our sponsors. We had a few companies that stepped up. This is a tough year, as many of you know. It's a very difficult year. But Dr. Moreto Riley Orthodontics stepped up as our presenting sponsor, and Capital Food Service Vending stepped up as another major sponsor to allow us to get the t-shirts and the DJ and the cones and everything that we needed to make the event fun and safe, or almost everything that we needed to make the event fun and safe. I also want to thank the companies that gave us support with their services, and without them, the event just wouldn't be the same. So I'd like to thank Engrave and Go Awards, who provided all the trophies and all the medals. I would like to thank Capital Bike, who did a lot of the bike support today, and also probably did a lot of your tune-ups, some emergency tune-ups yesterday and today. I would like to thank Whole Foods, who provided all the food and water in attempts to keep us all hydrated on this hot day. I need someone to turn around because it's been a long day and I need to see the back of your shirts. Okay. I'd like to thank the Annapolis Triathlon Club and Ride for Shelter, because they provided water tables along the course that you guys really relied on to keep you hydrated. And also, Ride for Shelter has an event coming up in September that you may have seen in your race packet. It's a flyer for their Ride for Shelter, which helps raise funds for the homeless. So if you can attend that, you can train. You guys can keep training this summer and attend that in September. I'd also like to thank Reliable Contracting, who donated 150 cones. It's no small feat. Last year we paid $1,500 for cones, for that same amount of cones, and this year Reliable donated those. Corey, can you turn back around? I'd like to thank Blue Point Timing. Ron Bowman is still over there chugging away on the computer. Ron donates a chip timing service that helps us be, pretty high-tech in this race. So he donates his time and he donates the services. Who else? I need to thank Columbia Tri Association that donates all of our racks, all of our bike racks every year. That helps to delineate the bike course. This is an event in association with Annapolis Recreation and Parks and Chesapeake Family Magazine. Many of you may have attended the Try It Festival yesterday, and that is a lot of that effort comes from Chesapeake Family Magazine. Of course, if my boss, Leanne Plummer, is here, I'd like to thank her for allowing us to do this year after year. And our parks crew is very small this year due to city budget cuts. We have a very small crew that is working. Normally we have about 8 people. Today we have about 3. So we've all been chipping in extra, and our crew has been working very hard to set up, to break down from both today and yesterday. So if we could, I don't know where they are, but let's give a round of applause for our parks crew. Okay, before we get to you kids, who are the stars of the day, there are a lot of people that have been working with me since about January. Guys, I know it's hot out here, so there's a little bit of shade. If you want to find some shade throughout, I understand. But we have about 10 to 12 volunteers who've been working with me for almost 8 months to plan this event. They take time off work. They work in, to come meet with me. They work in their off times. We meet on the weekends. They're in my top 5, on my phone. So I want to thank them first with a very small gift that can't even begin to thank them for their time and energy today. They think of things that I forget. They're constantly reminding me of things that I need to do. So one of the volunteers that's been with me all 4 years, Mike Drum, could you come up here? Mike is the coordinator for the transition.